Hey, good morning, everyone. How's it going today? Coach Alvarez here, back at you with another episode, Coffee with Coach. Hope you're up, making some moves, got the mind in the right place. But if not, let's go ahead and put it in the right place because it's a lot of work. It's a constant battle, day in and day out, trying to make sure we are in the right mental state. So, still in the compound effect. Again, listening during the normal routine this morning, and then I'll come back and then read it. So listening and reading, let's make it sticks a little bit better. Good morning, Vincenza. So today, what I was listening to was the garbage in, garbage out, right? And it's all the same stuff. It's stuff that I've already talked about, but it's just a different way of putting it and enforcing it and trying to make it stick to where just understanding how significant it is to make sure you're listening and reading and to the right things and have the right people around you all the time and getting rid of the ones that shouldn't really be there because of their negative influences. So let me go ahead and read it and then break it down. So hopefully by now you understand exactly how important your choices are, even those that seem insignificant when compounded. The compound effect can make an extreme impact on your life. We've also discussed the fact that you are 100% responsible for your life. You alone are responsible for the choices you make and the actions you take. That is so hard for people. Like when I talk to individuals and they complain about certain things in their life and they're struggling with certain areas, it's their fault. You know, we can put it on external forces. You know, we grew up in this neighborhood. We grew up this way. One parent, no parents, both parents. Doesn't matter the situation. At the end of the day, when we get old enough to understand like the right and wrong, it comes down to making bad choices or good choices. So you're 100% responsible for your choices. You alone are responsible for those choices you make and the actions you take. That said, you must also realize your choices, behaviors, and habits are influenced by very powerful external forces. Most of us aren't aware of the subtle control these forces have on our lives. For you to sustain your positive trajectory towards your goals, you'll need to understand and govern these influences so they will support rather than derail your journey towards success. Everyone is affected by three kinds of influences: input, and he has in parentheses, what you feed your mind; associations, the people with whom you spend time with; and environment, your surroundings. All right, so three influences: input, associations, and environment. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the garbage in, garbage out. If you want your body to run at peak performance, you got to be vigilant about consuming the highest quality nutrients and avoiding tempting junk food. Preach this every day in jiu-jitsu class. I preach this stuff, or whenever I run into people and they ask me, you know, what changes to make. The first change what you eat. Okay, change what you eat. It makes a dramatic difference on your performance and everything, you know. So if you want your brain to perform at its peak, you've got to be more vigilant about what you feed it. So most people that I know, they do really well, that do work out and eat right. They lack the mental part. And that's why I'm reading these things for the last 128 days. I think this is episode 128. It's like just constant repetition of just feeding my mind with the right things. All right. So just like running and working out, eating right every day, I got to make sure I'm eating the right nutrients up here. So are you feeding it news summaries or mind-numbing sitcoms? Are you reading the tabloids or Success? Success meaning his magazine, Success magazine. All right. Controlling the input has a direct and measurable impact on your productivity and outcomes. Controlling what our brains consume is especially difficult because so much of what we take in is unconscious. Although it's true that we can eat without thinking, it's easier to pay attention to what we put in our bodies because food does not leap into our mouths. We need an extra level of vigilance to prevent our brains from absorbing irrelevant, counterproductive, or downright destructive input. It's a never-ending battle to be selective and to stand guard against any information that can derail your creative potential. Your brain is not designed to make you happy. Your brain has only one agenda in mind: survival. It's always watching for signs of lack and attack. Your brain is programmed to seek out the negative, dwindling resources, destructive weather, whatever is out to hurt you. So when you switch on the radio on the way to work and get bombarded with all those reports about robberies, fires, attacks, the tanking economy, your brain lights up. It now will spend all day chewing over that feast of fear, worry, negativity. The same deal when you tune into the evening news after work. More bad news. Perfect. Your mind will stew on that all night long. Left to its own devices, your mind will traffic in the negative, worrisome and fearful all day and night. We can't change our DNA, but we can change our behavior. We can teach our minds to look beyond lack and attack. How? We can protect and feed our mind. We can be disciplined and proactive about what we allow in. All right. So I'll leave it there because again, this thing is a go on and on. It's just what I've been talking about lately, and that's why I'm reading it again today. It's why I've said what I've said the last couple of days, which I know will and has offended certain people around me, on my mats or whatever. Just like I don't allow like certain things in, I need to be protective and stand guard, like what he's saying about what I let in my mind, what I let in my body, who I let around me and on my mat. Everyone's welcome to come and train, but not everyone is welcome to stay at a certain point if the mindset is not right and the work ethic is not right. So I am very, very protective of all the work I've put in over all these years and what I have in mind for the vision for my family and for myself and for my business and academy, my students, and the goals that are set. Some people just don't align with those goals, so they just don't fit the mold. So what happens? I don't spend that much time with them anymore. I talk to them, but it'll be very, sporadic. And certain students in the academy will leave because it's just not a good fit because they have lack of work ethic. They talk too much during the roles. They just don't want to, they don't show up. The attendance is so inconsistent that when they do show up, it's just never a good day on the mat because you can't get good in jiu-jitsu or anything else showing up just whenever you feel like it. It's not how it works. So if you really want to improve and then get better, garbage in, garbage out every single day. Like normally because of the COVID-19 thing, I was watching the news every day. Like I want to know what's going on with the shutdown and Governor Abbott and what he's going to do next and this and that. And it's just like I was glued to it. And now, obviously reading this stuff, I would turn it on first thing in the morning. I want to know what's going on. I want to know what's happening out there. But after a while, it's just the same old thing. It's like, it just doesn't change. It doesn't matter if it's CNN, Fox, or something else. It's just all negative crap. So I haven't turned on the TV to watch the news in the morning for a little while now, to where it's just the TV's off. Where normally right now, as I'm doing this, the TV would be on. So when I come out, I would catch like whatever, breaking news or whatever. But I guess I'll just wait for someone to tell me, hey, what's happening and what's going to be next for the businesses, because that's why I was glued to it. I want to know what's going on and whether or not we're going to have to close again. Can we stay open? What the new rules are, whatever the case may be. But so I left that alone. So I just spend more time, gives me more time to spend time with this stuff here, reading and listening to the right things. And again, once you start doing that, you'll start to filter out certain things and let certain things in and stuff like that. But just be reminded that, because I was listening to Eric Thomas. If you don't know who Eric Thomas is, look him up as well. Motivational speaker. He just says in one of his videos, like, man, when you start making positive changes, you are going to lose friends and or family members. It's just what it is, because certain people just don't want to go in that direction. And so it just becomes a conflict of interest. It's not congruent and things are going to happen. I've accepted that a long time ago. I can deal with that. I just keep it moving. So you can't take everyone with you. As much as you would like to help everyone out, not everyone is ready to be helped or want to be helped. So help yourself, help the other people that are around you that want to be helped. And then hopefully somewhere down the road, those other individuals will catch up to you and want to be better and improve as well. So don't let that slow you down. So garbage in, garbage out. What are you listening, reading? What are you putting into your body every day? And, you know, make an influence, make an impact. Like it's really tough to be around people, the negative Nancys, the Karens, the, you know, just whatever the word is these days, the phrases of the people that just whine and complain and moan about everything. I want to be around people that are making an impact in a positive way, not a negative way. So very, very protective over my personal space, my mat space, and what I put into my body and my mind and everything like that. So hopefully that helps. If you're already doing that, stay on track. And if things just aren't really where they should be in your life, man, this stuff is going to help you do it. You just gotta pull the trigger and make certain adjustments, and then watch and see what happens, and some really big growth and development. Just remember, we're already in August. Okay, it's been a pretty crappy year as far as like a lot of the stuff that happens, but I'm not letting that beat me up so bad to where I just like 2020 sucks. I can't wait for 2021. Man, looks like 2021 is going to be very similar to 2020. So I'm not going to just blow off the next few months just waiting and wishing and hoping and praying that, you know, let's just get out of this year. I'm here. I'm right here right now in this moment. I'm going to make me, my family, and the people around me and my business the best it can be for the next couple months until this year ends. Lost some certain things in the beginning of the year. It's all right. I'm going to win and try to win the next couple months and get that gold medal in life. Okay, not talking about tournaments, in life. Come the end of the year, I want to be on the winning side, not the losing side, because of my mental game. All right, you guys have a great day. I'll catch you on the next one.